Welcome back, guys. If you were following the build so far on the Civic truck, my hair is fucked. We were welding some patches, ran out of gas, so we went and got some. So today we're going to finish the patches and hopefully get some brake work done and get ready for getting it on the road. Small hole there, which wasn't really all that bad. I had a hole up here. I started the patch before I ran out of gas, which I'm going to finish. We got the one on this side I started. And I'm pretty sure I found one back here when I was taking the tire off. I ripped a hole. It's not really that bad. But today is going to be patching that. So let's get to it. Now, I don't know what video I have that shows this, or if it doesn't show it, but surprisingly, when I pulled the inner fender off to change the door, I got this. So we're gonna clean it up all through here. We're gonna put a plate all the way down, fix it, clean it, and get to it. I just wanted to show it because all the Civics I actually started looking at the U-pull had the same issue. So it must be an issue where the water just sits in there. So I'm not too concerned over it. It'll be fixed right. It's just a pain in the butt. As you see, she's a nice hole. I do apologize on how dusty it is in here. Been cutting some stuff. Now what you see is the hole. I'm grinding it down. What you're gonna see is, I'm gonna shove this piece in here. Which will probably overlap it just a bit, like that. And then I'll add a piece down here going down. And I'll come up here, I'll weld it across that top lip there, and then I'll just grind it right down, make it smooth. So that's what we have. You guys will now watch. Boy, did you guys miss that. Almost dropped my iPhone. So here we are, we're back. I only got like 30 videos to edit. Whoop, whoop. Today we are doing more brake line shit. Yay. We're taking the distribution block that you'll see right there, and we are going to run it inside the car so we can start a little bit of a brake line tuck, just so we clean up the engine bay a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll cut in and out of it. Say hi to Turbo. Hey. So we'll see how much. We're not spending much time on it today anyways, but we have our wonderful Harbor Freight, Princess Auto, same shit, cheap parts, cheap tools that we're going to use to flare up our lines. Run all new lines because the lines were rotten. Same with the gas line. and the power steering line that you guys seen before in the video. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get it in for inspection this week. And then we can start cutting and welding doors. So exciting. We will come back and forth. Okay, so we're gonna start working our way from the engine bay to the new distribution block. So we found the first grommet we're gonna use for the first hole, which is right there. We pop the grommet out. We'll put another grommet in so it doesn't chafe on the firewall. That's gonna go to the top of the master. And the side there, we're gonna put a hole beside it. We'll drill another hole and put another grommet there. We're hoping that's not the spot where the new master's gonna go.
Which one? That, no, they're down there.
Which is even better.
Where the aftermarket car starter was put in.
Which is gonna get cut anyways.
Yeah, let's go.
So we wanna make this as clean as possible. We're doing this only once.
Bit of bending. Let's see if we can get a...
See if we get this on the first try.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different story. There is a trick that a lot of guys will use welding wire and get their bend first
and then make the
put
line
it in, but with this it's just kind of whatever. Actually, you get your springs too, don't you?
Yeah.
They're good for
right there on that square, on that box.
Tight radius.
So we do have a Princess Auto bender, nothing special. Harbor Freight for the Americans. What you know is just cheap stuff. We do have the Princess Auto flare kit, and we do have the Princess Auto springs that he's putting around to help bend. There's our proportioning valve. We did make a bracket to put it under the dash somewhat, which we'll show you when we're on the inside. So if you look, putting the spring on is just helping it so it doesn't cramp the brake line. And we just kind of want this to make it look nicer than, you know, what it should be. We don't want it to look like poop.
Just hit a bit.
Most people are Christmas shopping. We're doing brake lines.
On a wonderful Honda.
I don't know if I've ever heard the words wonderful and Honda in the same sentence.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
I owned a newer one and I don't know if I'd say that.
I'm going to say it's kind of weird because we both aren't Honda fans.
No, we both own Neons.
We both own Neons. Turbo's actually owned a supercharged K series. What was it?
2013.
2013.
The K24 Z7, the bastard child of the K series. They work really well, but
Just before we get a whole bunch of hate mail of the 131 subscribers that we do have, you know, or the Honda people that follow us. So, you know, just because we are doing a Honda doesn't mean we like them. We're doing it for you guys. So, as you see, the Honda. We got a power coating gun coming. That's pretty awesome in my eyes. So that's going to be kind of cool for you guys to see. The good thing about that turbo is once we get it cut and thread it here, we can just pull this out more.
well, that's just
and
it.
tighten it up.
And then to stop it from moving any and avoid any chafing, there's a couple holes here that we can pick up and use the P clamps, so that will stop any fatigue on it and possibly snapping it off of there. But that's pretty close actually. It worked out really well.
We will be back once we start.
I wasn't videoing.
So after 5 minutes of talking to a camera that was not videoing, we are back and we are cutting the brake lines with a tube cutter. That's what we were having a wonderful conversation about. And the hits and tricks that you guys missed out on.
We'll get them on the next one.
Yeah. So, easy. Just turn it, twist it, turn it, twist it, turn it, twist it. I say easy, but I've never done brake lines before. I know how to use a tube cutter though. Okay, so that's done. I think he's gonna flare this one and we'll get it screwed in spot.
Yeah, and the key thing to remember, always put the fitting on before you flare.
So we have all new fittings, just in case we couldn't reuse the fittings that we had. And we have a pop opening up at the same time.
Best part of that still be loose in there.
So this is going 5-speed when he's setting this up. So if you guys aren't aware, you can still buy a rebuild kit through Rock Auto. I think it's like $130 Canadian, so that's like $5 American, so it's a good price. Make sure you check that out. So we will have how to install a Phantom Grip LSD coming. Whoop, whoop. And a new clutch for the turbo. And we do have an upgraded clutch. And we do have how to rebuild the transmission coming. So that is nice to know.
So 3/16.
Hopefully our Harbor Freight tools work. I hate using Princess Auto stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss.
I find if it's meant for a one-time use, 9 times out of 10 you can get away with it. If it's meant for something you need to use more than once, you're screwed.
Pretty much.
So he has the proper flare tool into the line, as you see. And he's just going to push it in by the looks of it.
Just enough to... Hopefully that should be enough. Hopefully that's going to hold. Otherwise I have to tighten up the wrench.
Basically what he did was he put his brake line in, he tightens up both bolts on each side, and I'm pretty sure he just sticks the flaring in and turns it into the line until it flares. And I don't sound too sure myself, because again, I've never done brake lines. I'm a body man. I can cut roofs off cars, make wide bodies, paint cars purple because, hey, it was a Dodge color, it didn't look too bad actually.
At least you got a trade in the automotive. I don't.
I have the shittiest trade there is. Who wants to do body work anymore? I'm sorry for anyone that's watching this, but if you're a body man by trade, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Put the button in.
So he's putting the flare tool in. He got himself a socket. I'll give him a nice little wrench. It actually doesn't look that hard to do.
It's really not. There. Now it's not going to slip.
So this would be a 2-part video. Well, not even 2 parts. We'll do it in 2 days. But I wonder when you guys will see this. Today is December 1st. So I wonder when this video actually drops. So I got like 30 videos to edit before this. So as you see, he's just tightening it up to give it the flare.
I might need to, I don't know, just bubble it out first with the button, and then you go back in with the,
Just a flare piece of
without it, just to push it out that much more. Let go any? No, not yet. Like it usually be a little tough.
Good shot of the Mastercraft Maximum socket. Warranted for life. All this to make the engine bay look cleaner.
Yeah.
Plus, I needed brake lines. Let's face it, all the brake lines were pretty rusty and scaly. 2 were blown in the back, or at least 1 was blown for sure.
One was and one wasn't far long after.
And the gas line developed a leak not too long after we got it home. So all lines had to be changed.
Oh, Jesus. Threads on that aren't great. They're binding up on me. Come on.
Surprisingly, they actually put new wheel cylinders in the back, which will probably keep drums in the back because, let's face it, it's not going to be a quick car. I think maybe, what do you estimate for horsepower? 220?
On a stock block, depending on how much PSI, on that GT28, low 200s. If it gets over 200.
It's getting over 200.
We'll push it past 200. It's safe or not. Safe or not, it's getting over 200.
It's gonna be over 200. I'm gonna be depressed. I'll have to drive the turbo truck then. And when I say truck, I don't mean Civic truck. I mean LS. 76 mil turbo.
The actual truck.
Yeah. Not what we're making. So he pulled the fitting out because it already started, and he's just re-flaring it now to give it more of that flare to end, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And then we'll screw it in spot, and one side is done. Wow. Done from the master to the firewall on the inside where we have the distribution block, which we made a bracket for it to fit to.
God, the threads aren't very good on this thing.
Yeah, look at that. We didn't even get to use it once, and it's not even working properly. This is why Harbor Freight Princess Auto sucks. George has one that's hydraulic.
Must be nice.
Oh yeah, everything I've seen him, like he did brake lines on my truck for me, the one that got smashed.
But when you're a
Almost.
professional doing it,
Yeah.
you gotta have the tools. That's just it.
Work.
That should work. I don't know, we're gonna find out once we go to screw it in.
And not only that, I think Turbo will be the first one driving this car because I like my life.
Yeah, so if the brakes go out, it's on me.
Leave a comment and say this is how you guys have hide your brake lines or not. It's kind of weird. We're trying to, well, we're going to have to clean up all the vacuum lines. The EGR is going. The battery's going because we do have a catch can for the battery tray. We're going to have to move some of these wires. We're going to have to clean this up a lot. And power steering is going because who needs power steering where we're going?
You're right.
So the first one is screwed in, going in, up and over. Again, we just want to make this as clean as possible. What were you saying about the second line, Turbo?
Basically, where it comes out of the side of the cylinder, we'll bring it up, kind of around the back side of the reservoir, over, and then match it up. So side by side, and then we can just run it parallel in through the firewall. There's a little, it kind of makes it look like it's supposed to be like that, even though it's not. Be cleaner.
I can't wait to degrease this.
Yeah, it's very dirty.
So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll show you how to run the rest of them. We'll show you the bracket we made and stuff. And we're going to Santa Claus parade. So have fun, guys.